King Charles.
King Charles no longer had an army due to the royalist loss at the Battle of Naseby. Charles' northern force, led by his nephew Prince Rupert, had been defeated the previous year near York at the Battle of Marston Moor.
Thomas Fairfax.
Thomas Fairfax was given command of the recently created new model army. His senior cavalry commander was Oliver Cromwell. The Battle of Naseby was a successful show of force for the new model army.
The Marquis of Montrose, James Graham.
Due to rival clan politics, the momentous Scotsman Montrose sided with the Royalists.
David Leslie.
Commanding the Scottish Covenanters, Leslie was tasked with fighting Irish soldiers Charles was trying to land in England.
Lord George Goring.
Lord Goring's force held a defensive position for the king in the southwest.
The year 1645.
This is a summarization of events that took place following the Battle of Naseby. Of note, this was the first campaign of the Redcoats, and also, this is a documentation of the movements of Charles, who was now a fugitive king.
June the 14th.
The Battle of Naseby.
June 18th.
Fairfax takes the city of Leicester.
June 26th.
Rupert consults with the prince.
July 3rd.
King Charles arrives in Raglan Castle in Wales.
July 10th.
The Redcoats scatter Lord Goring's force at the Battle of Langport.
July 18th.
Prince Rupert commands the fortification of Bristol.
July 23rd.
Fairfax takes the city of Bridgewater.
August 4th.
Charles leaves Raglan to meet with the Marquis of
August
Montrose.
14th.
Sherborne Castle surrenders to the Redcoats. Cromwell is dispatched to lead a raid of Basing House.
August 18th. August 19th.
King Charles raises 3,000 infantrymen at Doncaster. King Charles hears of an approaching enemy force under Scottish commander Leslie. Charles is forced to flee to Newark. The newly recruited men disband.
August 28th.
King Charles arrives at Oxford.
September 10th.
Prince Rupert surrenders Bristol to the Parliamentarians. Hopes of landing Irish soldiers in England is no more.
September 11th.
King Charles returns to Raglan Castle in Wales. Rupert stays in Oxford.
September 13th.
Montrose's army is annihilated in the Battle of Philiphaugh by David Leslie's force.
October 14th.
Cromwell successfully storms Basing House. After the Battle of Naseby, the Parliamentarians took power. Charles was later executed for treason, and Cromwell was titled Lord Protectorate. However, August 19th is a peculiar date and offers us an interesting line of speculation. On this date, Charles disbanded his recently recruited men because he thought Leslie's force was sent to make an arrest. David Leslie later wrote that he had no idea the whereabouts of Charles, and would have been completely unprepared if Charles and his new recruits had ambushed him. King Charles meets with Montrose. He leads Montrose's army and joins with recently arrived Irish infantry. Fairfax abandons the siege of Bristol. The city of York is liberated by Charles. Cromwell and Fairfax rendezvous in London. They take a defensive position. French mercenaries arrive on the southern shores of England.
Zefiri, rete ad